Day 55 of me editing my novel life. After a while of working, Shilan, where are you? Zana called. In Allah's room. Zana came and stopped by the door. What are you doing? Making Allah's stuff nice and tidy so she can find them easy. Yeah, we don't need all of that. Make Allah's stuff nice and tidy. What are you doing? Making Allah's room. Making Allah's room. That's it. Instead of making Allah's room, should I say organizing Allah's stuff? Organizing Allah's room. That makes more sense. So here, do you need my help? So, do you need my help? He asks. Do you need help? Not my help. Need help. How would a normal conversation would go? Do you need help? You want any help? You want me to help you? Yeah, you want me to help you. You want me to help you? That's a normal way of saying it, I hope. You want me to help you? Shilan, where are you? Zana called. In Allah's room. Zana came and stopped by the door. What are you doing? Organizing her room. You want me to help you? Nah, it's not coming right. Do you want me to help you? You need help? You need any help? That's better. Which I know. Okay. You need any help? That's he asked Shilan. You look tired. Try to have a nap. The house is almost done. All the heavy stuff is in place. I can take care of the rest, Shilan says. Okay. Yes, I need a nap. What about you? I'm okay for now. After I finish here, I'll have some rest too. Okay, and then she says, see if you can get Allah to sleep as well. She must be tired. Shilan said, returning to her work. All right, he said, closing the door behind him. Shilan busied herself cleaning and tidying the room, setting up the toys and Allah's clothes. Exactly 1 hour, but the room looks so nice, she said, surveying her work. Let me pull the curtains back, she decided, and as she did, oh, it's getting dark already. What time is it? She glanced at the clock. It's almost 7. How fast has today gone? She left the room and closed the door. Entering the living room, she saw Zana and Allah sleeping on the sofa. Shilan quickly wrapped a blanket over them and made her way to her room, laying down on the bed. She inhaled the fresh scent of the newly painted walls and the lovely garden view, pulling the blanket over herself and slowly closing her eyes. Hello. I am editing my novel live. After a long day of work, I found some free time at 10 p.m. and now I'm working in the corner of the house with the candle lights. Yeah, I just noticed your messaging. Sorry, I get so busy in the story. Oh my god, you've sent so many messages. I am an author, and this novel is a very scary novel, so not very scary, it's a deep psychological novel. With this story, not really. Today I was thinking about it, like how did I came up with this story? I don't know if it was a dream, a memory. It's just I realized it was there for maybe over a decade in my mind, seeing myself living along this story. And I finally decided to write it down. Now I'm at the final edit. Yeah, a decade. Some memories, some scene in this book are maybe over 14, 15 years ago. I am in my early 30s. No, you're right. It's not real. You're right, you don't need to be sorry. I am in my early 30s, and I had this story, some scene of this story were with me, I think the moment I was 8 or 9 years old. As I said, I don't even remember how this story appeared in my life, and it sometimes creeps me out too. But the second that I wrote it down, I felt relief, and then now I want to share it with the world. So I want to read this, added this scene that is coming up. Well, I have been writing for a while. I haven't shared some of my stories, but there is one that I shared it already. It's online. I usually have the book with me. Like one of my stories is already available. And I had that story for 7 years in my heart before I start writing it down. Just let me see if I can see my book here. There she is. Oh, this is... So I have this book translated into language already. Yeah, this is the other language. And this is, I don't know if you can see it. This is the story of this girl. And I don't know if you see it well or not. Yeah, this story is very important to me and my family. So I lived with this story for 7 years, and I don't know how I made a decision to tell it to one member of my family. And after I did, they asked me to write it down, and I did. And finally, after that, we shared with some people who already know, are in the book business and publishers. And now it's out there. And the name of the book is The Tears of Mount Sinjar. And it's the story of this woman. I love the book cover, It took me over a year. Finally, I created this one. So this is a pacifier on her neck, which has a very unique story behind this pacifier. And there is a dagger on her waist. And these are droplets that comes from her tears and the blood from the cut of her head. It's all droplets like rain. This is the book that I've already shared, and it's out there on Amazon. And also I think it's available in Turkey as well. Yeah, it is in Turkey, in a different language. It's a historical fiction inspired by true event. If you are interested or you think you might enjoy this kind of story, it's available on Amazon. But this one is completely different story. So I'm gonna start continuing the next scene. Now the husband and the baby girl are in the living room. They are sleeping. She put the blanket over them, and now she's in her room. Now one of the main scene is gonna start, the start of the story. She left the room and closed the door. Entering the living room, she saw Zana and Ala sleeping on the sofa. Shilan quietly draped a blanket over them and made her way to her room. Lying down on the bed, she inhaled the fresh scent of newly painted walls and the lovely garden views, pulling the blanket over herself and slowly closing her eyes. After a while, the sound of the door opening jolted her awake. She didn't open her eyes, hoping to drift back to sleep. The door closed. It might be Zana checking on me, she thought, but suddenly felt someone climbing onto the bed and laying down behind her. Ala, go under the blanket. It's cold. And be quiet. Let mommy sleep a little more, Shilan mumbled, still half asleep. Ala lay quietly behind her, motionless. Thank you, sweetie. Get some more sleep, Shilan whispered. After a moment, a strange smell invaded her sense. Nauseating her, she tried to recall where she had sensed this smell before. But it overwhelmed her. Slowly, she woke up with disturbing Ala. Slowly, she woke up without disturbing Ala, searching for the source of the odor. She froze as she heard Ala's laughter with Zana in the living room. She glanced at the blanket again. Someone is under the blanket. Or maybe it's a pillow, she thought. As she moved closer to pull the blanket away, she stopped, noticing the blanket moving up and down. Someone was breathing underneath. She stared at it for a few seconds, then reached out and touched it. Definitely, she felt a shoulder. She backed off, terrified. She turned on the room light, tidied up, and made her bed. She backed off, terrified. Gathering her courage, she yanked the blanket off. Instinctively, she closed her eyes. After a second, she opened them to find nothing there, not even a pillow. Relieved, she murmured, "What is wrong with me?" She turned on the room light, tidied up, and made her bed. She walked to the living room. "Hey, darling, did you have a good nap?" "I did. Finish all the boxes," she said. And they start to work. Here is something wrong. "I did," she said. Now let's finish these last ones boxes. Boxes. And they started to work. So they started to work. Couple hours later, Zana said, "Do you want to eat something, like a snack, instead of dinner? It's too late for something heavy." Like what? Do we have enough herbs to make kalana? Oh yeah, I do. But first help me move this beside table to that corner. This bedside table to that corner. You go start cooking. I'll move this. Why do you want to move it anyway? It will look better on that side. Oh, okay. I think that's enough for today. We'll start rest tomorrow.